TASM Sports Agency differs from a lot of other sports agencies, first of all, because all of my associates are all former professional basketball players, which I think is a big factor. Being a professional agent who has 8 years experience, I understand the business aspects of playing professional basketball, and I try to effectively communicate some of the issues that my players will deal with on the agency side. And a lot of times players know, hey, I want to get paid, I want this much money, I want this type of endorsement, but they don't understand the business aspects. The main thing we do, we spend a lot of time talking to them. I will spend countless of hours explaining the playing side of the business and the business side. You know, I will work with my players about being mentally strong, working on drills, things they need to work on, plus having the right attitude. A lot of people don't realize in basketball you have to be in physical shape, and that's very important, but at the same time you need to be in mental shape. You just hear a lot of stories where players can't get in contact with their agents. I think it's very important because the athlete's confidence and his comfortability is really, really important. And to have someone who's there that you know that's there that you could talk to on a consistent basis is important because, you know, athletes are humans and their psyche could be kind of fragile as well. And a lot of times through the rigors of a season, they just need someone to talk to. As a former professional basketball player, I experienced the pros and cons having good and bad agents, and one of the things I take pride in is just being a good agent, developing a friendship with my players. My players know they could call me at 2 in the morning. Sometimes we'll talk about basketball, sometimes we'll talk about life, sometimes we'll talk about girls. Sometimes I'll be their biggest critic, sometimes I'll be their biggest fan, sometimes I'm straight business, I'm the agent, sometimes I'm their coach. And having this type of rapport with the basketball players I think is important, because a lot of these athletes are just young men who are new to the world of professional sports, and they need someone to talk to, whether it's a sounding board or if a friend or someone just to look at it in a different perspective. A lot of times people look at these athletes as superheroes, but these athletes are people too, and they need someone basically to talk to for a lot of different reasons. There's different parts of the season where an athlete may go through a shooting slump and they don't know how to deal with it. The coach is putting a lot of pressure on them, the team is putting pressure on them, and they don't really know what to do, and they start losing confidence. And what I tell them to do, I may give them a solution like, look here, if you're in a slump, find other things to do. Get to the free throw line. If you have 7 shots, you know, try to make 5 of them. Let the game come to you. Play defense. Do other things. And I talk about the mental aspects of the game, because a lot of times players will beat themselves up. And I know that because as a player, I've been through that before. There's times where I've had to adjust my game. At TASM, we realize the window of opportunity to maximize a player's earnings in this short career, that we need to create unique marketing strategies. So we like to focus on the local community, the national endorsement community, as well as global related projects. For instance, players going to Europe or to China. We like to kind of globalize players' marketing capabilities and his marketing opportunities, and we don't want to just use the traditional ways of getting like a shoe contract. So we want to create a diverse marketing mix for our players.